How you doing? We're doing question 3A16. It's in the book. I suppose I should show you. Just freeze it when you see it. There, it's probably not the best. Of course it's not. Good pause there. So that's the question we're doing. What we have here is that we have a tunnel, and the tunnel is 8 meters high. We got a projectile that's going flying up, and so it gets, there's a velocity there of u, there's an angle there of alpha, there's a u of j here. So we know when the particle strikes the top that v of j is equal to 0. It'll still be moving in the I direction, but the v of j will be equal to 0. So let's start with that phrase. I'll get back into Zoom there. V of j squared is equal to u of j squared minus 2 times gs. If I just look at this angle here, I can see that u of j is equal to u sine alpha, so that's u squared sine squared alpha minus 2gs. As I said to you, at the height, v of j is equal to 0. That's 0 is equal to u squared sine squared alpha minus 2 times s in this case is 8, so that's 16g. So lovely, I can now say u squared sine squared alpha is equal to 16g. I hope you see the next step. Don't need u squared, so just go with u sine alpha is equal to 16g. Oh, hang on a second. Let's just go with sine alpha being 16g all over u. You might remember, you should remember, that sine alpha is opposite. It's a ratio of the opposite over the hypotenuse. And so we can use this in a little trick in a bit to see what SOI is. Is that okay? Okay. Excuse me. Of course I made a big blunder there. I got the square root of one side, I didn't get the square root of the other side, so it's root of that. So that's equal to 4 root g over u. Okay, so that's the sine. So, as I said, this is opposite over adjacent. So we'll draw this triangle here. We'll be able to see what u cos alpha is. It's u squared. The square is equal to 4 root g over 4 root g. So square that. So I get u cos alpha is equal to u squared minus 16g. So the root of that. Okay, so that's the s of I. That's the u of I is equal to this. Okay, we'll need that in a little bit. I really hope that's all there. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to find the time, because that's the last thing I'm really missing, is the time. So what time are we talking about? We're talking about the time when it strikes the floor. So that's going to be s of j equal to 0. S of j is equal to u of j by t minus a half of g times t squared. Again, and you've seen this before, you should be getting used to the pattern. It basically says that t cancels with this. So I've got t is equal to 2 uj. Now what is uj? U sine alpha over g. Now what did we just say sine alpha was a minute ago? Oh yeah. So it's 2 times u over g times sine alpha, which is root 16g over u. Okay, that's the time. Oh, let's simplify this a little. So it becomes 2 root 16 over root g. And that's the time. The range is equal to the distance in I at the time that s of j is equal to 0. The distance in I is ui by t. Okay, at that time. So u of I, we said, was root of u squared minus 16g, all that, by 2 and root 16 over g. Right? U times that. U. Yeah. So that's equal to. Oh, hang on a second. Yes. Root 16 is 4, 8 over g times u squared minus 16g. Let's rearrange this a little. Let's put all the square roots together. So u squared minus 16g all over g. That's all rooted. And go 8. There we go. Okay. Believe me, that took a take.